Alright. Hello and welcome everybody. It's time to once again do another World Quest series. Although this time, I don't know how long it's going to take. Which is actually, I don't know why I'm saying this time. Almost every time we don't know how long it's going to take. But this area doesn't look that big, so how long could it possibly take? It looks smaller than Dragonspine. Should probably only take 3 hours to explore, knowing that it's probably going to be 5 to 6. Starting off in the Flower Feather Clan, and we're going to start making our way over there. We got some previews and preludes to this in our playthrough of the Flower Feather Clan mission, so we got some hints to the technology that we're going to be seeing there. And I can't wait to explore the Cinder City. Which, low-key, should have been what the Ringed City should have been called at the end of Dark Souls 3. Just saying. I guess we should probably end the intro here. I don't really know how much more we're going to say, or how much editor me will leave of this in. Long story short, if you'd like to see me go live, and watch these live and not on YouTube, join the Discord, and I'll let you know when I'm going live at twitch.tv/sheetstreams. I've been kind of getting bored of killing everything with Arlecchino, so we're going back to my normal adventuring team, where we're just going to have Kaching zap things and Amber shoot things in the head. Speaking of shooting things in the head. Well, I'm glad I started the recording there. Wasn't expecting that. It's gone. What just happened? Poor Paimon's heart is still palpitating. Is the area up ahead of territory? It's territory or something? We should lord over such a big place anyway. No World Quest series has been updated. I'm getting flashbacks to Demon Souls, the dragon that's on the giant stone bridge. Oh, that's not a real enemy, okay. Just a bunch of dead hilichurls. Alright, we're officially in the next region. Withering Purple Bloom. That's probably someone's ascension material, right? Oh, thanks, Rollins. I wasn't expecting cutscenes. An enormous explosion rings out. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, how did this happen? Are you okay, Dan? I'm alright, how about you? Ow, Paimon, it hurts. Paimon's fine, she just choked up a little all the dust. So it took down the whole tower, huh? That's unexpected. Roar. Looks like Rollins isn't hurt either. Phew. So has that nasty dragon really flown away this time? Paimon doesn't understand why it keeps coming after us. So rude. Paimon would understand if it were protecting treasure, like in the fairy tales. And we'd stolen some of it, but we haven't done anything yet. Can it read minds then? No, stop making things up. Paimon hasn't had the chance to think about that yet. Alright. Rollins, did you find something? Oh, would you look at that? There's a stack of scrolls underneath. Come have a look, Dan. Ooh, reading. My favorite. Month, unknown. Day, unknown. Weather, foggy. Finally here in Ochkanatlan. This ancient city now occupied by a violent and evil dragon, and the final resting place of Blank. If Aunt Liru knew, she'd be in quite the huff, that's for sure. but there's no other way. Even if they say I shouldn't take on regrets of generations past, I still want to finish this. Though the Abyss no longer poses a terrifying threat as it did back when I was born, but whether for the sake of the Jade of Return, sought by countless adventurers, or the unravel the final riddle of blank, I must go there. It's fine, no need to be nervous. You've already had a lot of adventures, right? You're a seasoned adventurer, so it'll all be okay. Not to mention, it's been so long, maybe that nasty dragon has long since vanished. Anyway, this is where it starts. My adventure. Looks to be notes left behind by an adventurer. An ancient city occupied by a violent and evil dragon. Could this be the city we're looking at? The notes said that many adventurers entered, but never returned. Looks like our dragon's already killed plenty of people. The city is called Ochkanatlan. What a strange name. I've heard that one before. Now that you mention it, we've gotten the Golden Treaty. Paimon remembers something about how the other one is a disc being in Ochkanatlan. But the Saurian Relics Association people said that it's a forbidden area that even they were afraid to enter. Guess we now know why. For the sake of the Jade of Return, sought by countless adventurers, guess this person entered the ancient city in search of something. Jade of Return. Well, there's the Golden Entreaty and the Jade of Return. Enter, return, enter, retreat. I feel like they have to do with one another. The Jade of Return sounds like something pretty sweet. If we can find it, we might make a whole boatload of money. This could have taken place a long time ago. This person could have found it already. Well, you're right, but maybe, just maybe, no one's found it all these hundreds of years, and so it's just sat there, waiting for great adventurers like us to show up. And look at the massive ruins. It would be a shame if we didn't go inside and explore a bit. Yeah, we could be attacked in vain otherwise. That sure was spoken with vengeance. Well, we'll no doubt bump into that evil dragon again, and we can't just let it keep hurting adventurers. Rawr! Huh, you sure do get excited whenever we mention dragons, Rollins. Alright. To Ochkanatlan! Alright, city buried by ash. Current story seems to be related to our past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review these experiences? Sure! Between Pledge and Forgotten's review, having obtained the talisman from the Wakahuchalan Ubla Khan, you opened the path of the ruins to the Sage of Stolen Flame together with your companion. Rollins, together with your Saurian friend, you each endured a test to overcome dangers in the end, obtaining one of the two golden treaties. Oh, so there's just two of those. Oh wow, it's even smaller than I imagined. That's a lot of waypoints for one area. So this is probably going to be a long one. Yep. City buried by ash. This Recollections is an interesting new feature. Vaulting the Wall of Morning Mist. Find the unknown treasure known as the Jade of Return.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around.
The nightmares are memories of the distant past. The mist shrouds the ruined city, forsaken by God. Okay.
Cut to the chase.
What is with this place? Even the hilichurls here are tough. Can't keep going at this rate. Gotta find a spot to rest. I guess we can't get in, huh? Must be another way. Come hither, chosen dragons. Come hither. The dark night fast approaches. There are stories to tell before the nightfall. Oh, wow. They're making this a lot more cinematic for a world quest. That was close. Was Paimon seeing things? Were we saved by a flash of golden light? I did see a gold pattern. Could it be the same kind of gold pattern we saw when we encountered Rollins? Did the pattern guide us here? Feels like we're being helped by some kind of higher power somehow. This looks like a safer spot either way. Paimon never thought we'd have to run from hilichurls. Rawr. What's wrong? You okay, Rollins? Something in here catch your attention? I mean, the ground is glowing gold. Well, not that we'll be leaving anytime soon with them blocking the door. So let's just explore this place. What a huge mural. Looks spooky too. It's been painted over something? What kind of stuff has this place seen? Oh, I recognize this from the trailer. And yeah, it does have something painted over it. Someone splattered over this guy's face. Ooh. Spirit Caller's Notes 1. Starting today, I'm swapping to a new notebook. After all, Blank's revelations indicates that we'll catch up with Uncle Taika and the others and embark on an adventure in the Cinder City together. As such, it's important to establish a sense of ritual. Magnificent fortress built by an ancient tyrant. Exciting, no? No matter the danger, you can remain at ease. And safely. Leave it in the hands of the apprentice of the apprentice of the apprentice of Grand Master Sanaj. Ooh, Sanaj was one of the legendary heroes, right? That was like, that fought the Abyss with Mavwika. And by that, I mean super awesome Spirit Caller prodigy, Liryu. I don't know what else I can do. Even the voices of the Wyab cannot be heard here. No mystical art I've learned can be used. Even healing arts have no effect. If a more experienced mystic, no, I fear, even if Grand Master Sanaj could not dispel the curse laid upon this place. Ancestors above, what in the world happened here? Indeed, that's what I'm here to find out. Mountain Ranger's notes. The terrain here is far more complex than I imagined. Perhaps abyssal erosion is to blame, but many roads that should have been passable have been rendered useless. I marked them out roughly as we passed. These markings should last until our return trip. Encountered the adventurers who went missing previously. There was nothing that could be done for them, besides granting them peace to their flesh. Yikes. We must find a way to enter the city. If Copan's statement is correct, there must be some mechanism in the city that leads to the sky vessel. We should not have let such a young child come with us. Masters of the Night Wind are truly inhumane in such matters. She is 10 years, my sister's junior. Why, she is not yet of age to even rightly speak of marriage. We cannot let her take such a risk. Alright, wonder who that's talking about. Well, good thing the elevator still works hundreds of years later. Traveling Scholar's Notes. If the scroll was no counterfeit, then there can be no doubt that the ancient dragon artisans once created a weapon that could be used to annihilate the abyssal threat in one fell swoop. The one who wove this scroll seems to hail from the era of the one entombed with the primal fire, for he or she did not use the proper honorifics when addressing the priest King Magan, instead viewing him as an immature, negative example. Such disrespect almost makes one tremble. Various details indicate that the odds of it being a forgery of the latter generation are low. At least no scholar or mystic I know of could do such a thing. As such, I lean heavily towards believing that this is an ancient text, that the weapon it speaks of is no figment of imagination. Moreover, the scroll clearly mentions a treasure ship moored above the Cinder City. However, the recorder appears to have underestimated the damage dealt by the Abyss. Understandable, considering the time that has passed. In any case, we must make for the city above the clouds. Lest the Abyss. We were deceived in the end. We were all deceived. The essence is that the treasure can burn away all filth is in truth. The rest has been torn away by someone. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Figured it out real quick. Who are you? Hey you, over there. Yeah, I'm talking about you three. Turn around. Looks like you understand what I'm saying. Whew. Scared me back there, you know? I thought you were abyss monsters pretending to be humans. If you hadn't responded, I'd have struck first. We should be the scared ones. Yeah, we sure didn't think that there would be other people here. Anyway. The way we're meeting here, I'd call it destiny. I'm the ace adventurer of the Flower Feather Clan. Call me Bona. I'm Dan. This is Paimon, my employer. Huh? Seriously? What are you gonna do next? Tell her that you're Paimon's guide? Anyway, he's Dan. We're also adventurers who just arrived. This little one here is our companion, Rollins. Tough little guy. Are you also looking for the Jade of Return, like the other adventurers were? The Jade of Return? Yeah, I guess. You too, then? Uh-huh. Guess we were right. No one's found it yet. Still, an adventurer openly displaying their weakness as a reckless white guiding spirit and a small Petlosaurus that doesn't know what's happening. You're practically a rookie who happened upon the dangerous and forbidden place without any preparation, aren't you? The Jade of Return is not something that amateur adventurers can find. You're lucky that you bumped into me, or you might have died before figuring out what's what. What was that about guiding spirit? Also, watch your words, because we're decidedly not rookies. We're experienced. We're very experienced, as it happens. This is Paimon, the best adventurer in Teyvat. And that's exaggerating, but between the two of us, Paimon thinks that we're top-notch adventurers all the same. Why don't you have a look at our adventurers' handbooks first? It's certified by the Adventurers Guild and contains all of our adventures. Wait a minute. What's an adventurer's handbook? And this Adventurers Guild? I've never heard of it. Was it established recently? Oh no, this is a ghost. She's a ghost lady from the past, isn't she? Ooh, and there's another scroll rack behind her, and we gotta make sure to read that. Huh? And you call yourself an adventurer? How do you not know about those two things? No, what I mean is, you're not making sense. What do you mean, you need to be certified by some random organization to become an adventurer? Aren't adventurers just supposed to be courageous and unbound? Why must there be a guild to keep them in check? You do have a point. Wait, no, the Adventurers Guild is very important, not just some random organization. Still, Paimon's never considered how people would become adventurers if the guild didn't exist. A fair concern. For starters, one needs enough curiosity, a thirst for knowledge, and a sense of responsibility to help others. But most importantly, you need the courage to take that first step. Once you make the decision and start on a journey, you must become an adventurer. Paimon has enough curiosity for the both of us. I sure love sticking my nose in other people's business. It's the courage that counts most. You mean you enjoy helping others? Why would you put yourself down like that? Still, how did you get in at all? The only entrance should be sealed shut. If you're in here, does that mean that the monster's outside? About this. This is kind of embarrassing, but we were chased by some hilichurls. Also, no need to worry about them, or any other monsters. A golden light stopped them from entering after we came in. A golden light? Oh, so Coco saved you. Now I feel a lot safer. If Coco approves of you, then you can't be bad sorts. Coco? Who's that? You mean there's someone else here? Coco's my companion. Like Rollins is yours. Anyway, come with me and see for yourself. I don't know how they expect me to not be immediately suspicious about this character. Follow Bona and return to ground level. Gokuik, where'd you go? Alright. Is that it over there? Aha, here you are. Green. What a cute little guy. Looks like a green specter. Doesn't sound cute at all. Don't call it a specter, that's mean. Its name is Gokuik. I chose the name, by the way, and given how shiny it is, I'd say it's pretty spot on too. Rawr! What is it? Karoo. Rawr, rawr. You seem to be getting along just fine. So the light that saved us came from this little guy? Huh, incredible. That's right, Gokuik might be small, but it's the guardian spirit of this area. I've been able to roam all over this ancient city thanks to it. And when it accumulates enough power, even the evil dragon is no match for it. Right, Primal almost forgot about that, mean guy. You encountered it too, didn't you? Well, we wouldn't have to come here if it weren't for the dragon. Well, it's a little embarrassing, but the dragon took my pyrophosphorite, which is critical to finding the Jade of Return. I have to get it back. Pyrophosphorite? You need something like that to obtain the Jade? Sounds complicated. It's normal for you to not know after my father, anyway. Since we're all adventurers trapped in here, how about we work together until we beat the evil dragon? I don't know how good you are, but we can't go wrong joining forces, whether it's to explore this place or fight the dragon. Well, this works for me. Well, that's our line. We can't just leave you here, right? You shouldn't underestimate me like that. But still, I like your decisiveness. Huh, that's right. We gotta face off with that nasty dragon again to make sure it doesn't hurt any more people. Still, if we can defeat that guy and grab the pyrophosphorite back, then you should find the Jade of Return. Remember to give us a share too, alright? We'll just about accept a 40-60 split. Huh? It's a bit early for that discussion now, but don't you think? Besides, the Jade of Return isn't the sort of thing you could split up like a pie. Huh, you really don't know anything before coming here, did you? Good thing you bumped into me. We'll talk about the other stuff later, alright? Our top priority right now is beating the dragon and getting the pyrophosphite back. Well then, let's get going. The monsters outside shouldn't be an issue with Coco on our side, but the dragon, that's a different story. Cocoix Rings of Light. The adventurer Bona's mysterious companion Cocoix seems to have a marvelous ability to suppress the corrosiveness power of the abyss. When traveling together, Cocoix will project a halo from its body, helping to protect you from the threat of the abyss by the consuming phlogiston. Void shields continually jam. So it's just like the Aranara. Got it. Those troublesome monsters from before are still here.
Let the show begin. Incoming. Hey! Yeah, nowhere to hide.
They gotta destruct my stuff as well. Don't worry, I got your back. Oh, I didn't even realize that you were out here. Is this the one? Yeah, Coco looks a lot livelier now. Cucurunk! That's that. Coco's pretty amazing, huh? If we can just fully charge its energy, we'll be able to just shoot that dragon down. Sounds like a plan, I guess. Oh, here comes the dragon. That vile evil dragon. Guess it decided to show up right before we can even go find it, huh? Oh god, that's annoying. Alright, do we have enough energy now? About time, too. If we can shoot it down from here. Chi-ku-chi! Yes, but we need to use that thing. Try putting your hand on Coco, Dan. Super awesome sauce laser fire. What? You're kidding me. When Coco's energy is fully charged, a powerful beam can be shot at the abyss. This beam is highly effective against evil dragons corroded by the abyss. Alright. Hurry up and aim at the bad guy. I'm trying, Paimon. You got him. He took an awesome sauce laser to the face. Nice! Super awesome sauce laser is pretty much hot stuff. It's pretty hot stuff, eh? Yeah, but why is it called that, though? You sure have strange tastes. Don't you think it sounds awesome? Speaking from my experience as an adventurer, it's much easier for people to remember and pass on skill names if they're flashy. Let's forget about the name for the moment here. Thanks for helping us out again, Coco. We couldn't have beat the dragon back there without you. Ooh. Although I don't think Coco is the gold name that we heard. Don't be sad, we're not saying you didn't do anything, Rollins. Not great with words, are we? Everyone has their strengths. That's right, you'll get your chance soon, Rollins. Paimon knows it. Anyway, the evil dragon flew off in that direction, huh? Huh, an injured beast always flees to its nest. I bet that's its lair that way. We'll have to get the pyrophosphorite back before it recovers. If I were alone, I wouldn't have dared to take the dragon on, even if it were injured. We've got a group now. And you're pretty good. I think we'll be fine. I'm not sure I can shoulder this burden. Sorry, I've suddenly got some urgent matters to attend to. Come on. Don't you worry. I'll go in first. Just watch my back. Time is of the essence. Let's go. I love the companions we get in all of these world quests. The world built upon slowly collapsing sands. Scorched earth, the future of paradise shattered. Chosen dragon, come forth and prove your valor. Oh, it's still here.
Speed of light. Hey!
I thought its hope lies with humanity.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
All right. This has been the most cinematic world quest we've ever done. Paimon can't believe it got away again. We almost had it, but the dragon's strength was suddenly restored somehow. This is not the end. The golden pattern. You saw the golden pattern again? Was it left behind that, Sage of Stolen Flame? Wait, is looking for the treasure in this ancient city one of his trials too? Huh? What are you talking about? That was quite an ordeal. I thought we had it dead to rights there. But it lives to fight another day, huh? Nothing else, though. We can get my pyrophosphorite back. Ah, yes, it's right over here. Why did it take it, anyway? Speaking of that, what should we do now? We came here looking for the jaded return that the adventurer spoke of. But we don't know what that thing is yet, do we? You must know something about it, right, Bona? Is it one of those things that'll require 3 pyrophosphorite chunks to unseal or something? If only it were that simple, but in truth, it's not to be found within the city, but instead in the sky. What? But the notes that we found in the tower said, did those adventurers make a mistake? Wait, you came to Ochkanatlan, the Forbidden City, on account of some notes you just happened to pick up? Huh. The more skilled person, the more bold their deeds, I guess. Since you don't know anything about the Jaded Return, you probably haven't heard about the story of Tonatua, the Sky Serpent ship, then. As the name suggests, it was a skyfaring ship built by Python, King Ochkan, the tyrant who ruled Ochkanatlan. The ship was filled to the brim with treasures, and countless adventurers from Natlan have pursued it. My old man included, of course. He was the best adventurer from the Flower Feather clan. But the Tonatua did hold greater significance to him beyond the ambitions as an adventurer. The Abyss Calamity devastated our tribe decades ago, and the evil dragon that occupies this ancient city also appeared around the same time. Rumor had it that one of the countless treasures aboard the ship was the Jade of Return, the Omatilto, and that locating it would quell the abyss-tainted ancient city. At the time, we just witnessed a nightmare of the Abyss, so if we could find the Jade and suppress the contamination here in the city, our tribe would no longer have to live in fear. My old man set off on a journey for that purpose, but never returned. All that remains is this pyrophosphorite chunk, which he found in the ruins. Sorry for your loss. Did the evil dragon do it, man? Don't be. I've actually never met him. I heard all this from a woman who adventured alongside him. The inscriptions on the monument in the ruins that the winds of the distant past will guide the way to the Tonatua once pyrophosphite is placed on the altar of the primal flame within the ancient city. But the city became a forbidden place for the tribe after that woman returned alone. The sole survivor from my old man's squad. Probably didn't know that the jaded return was so important. Guess we aren't pawning it off for Mora now. But we can remove the Abyss threat against your tribe if we can find it. And that would be amazing too. We just have to locate this altar, right? Bona, you must know where it is, don't you? Well, I don't know either. I only snuck in here recently, and only because I was looking for clues concerning the altar of Primal Flame. I encountered a lot of unexpected dangers, but things started looking up after I met Coco. The evil dragon was the only problem at that point. I was planning on sneaking while it was out. But it got me good, huh? But it's gone now, thanks to you, and I got my pyrophosphorite back. Now I can go seek the altar of Primal Flame. How did it get it from you, by the way? Must you find the Jade to return? You don't want us to go with you? No way, I was just about to ask, actually. As long as we follow Coco's directions, we should be able to find it and access the Tonatua up in the air together. I can't split the Jade to return with you for sale, but there must surely be other treasures up there to be claimed for an adventurer's reward. Look, even Coco's light points to somewhere higher up. Well, this sure doesn't sound like a guaranteed score, but it's not like we can do anything other than trust you, eh? And if we do reach the Tonatua, we can help everyone, and make a huge profit. Talk about a win-win. How about it, Dan? Let's go with Bona, shall we? Really? That's great to hear. I knew you'd agree to help. With you around, I'm sure I'll be able to fulfill my father's last wish. Also, Rollins is here. Rollins concurs, then it's settled. Let's get going before the dragon comes back. Alright. Hey, you sure this is the way, Coco? You aren't sending us the wrong way, are you? Cheap. Says only a silly white navigation fairy would lead us wrong. Wait, what? You can really understand what Coco's saying? Nope, I'm just guessing. Hey! Paimon didn't expect Coco to lead us here. This strange fortress looks like the place where we met you, Bona. Look, it even has the same mural, minus the smear marks. Though, is it because we're higher up? Look, Dan, this must be the Python King that Bona mentioned. He sure looks mean. Yes, that's the Python King, Ochkanatlan. Legend has it that he abused and oppressed his people to get the Tonatua built, and eventually attracted the Abyss, which led to his death and the downfall of the kingdom. But that's just the legend, after all. The storytellers in my tribe have told different tales about what happened to him. Maybe he's still roaming the Tonatua and feasting on his treasure. Or maybe the evil dragon that's been trying to stop us is his ghost. Kuchi? Please stop with the stories. You're scaring Coco. Rawr. Rollins sure has been eager to do something since we defeated the dragon. Is he some kind of secret contest with Coco? Anyway, where's the altar we're looking for? If Coco was right, it should be below us. Wait, I thought it would be somewhere higher up. Did we mess up? The altar of Primal Flame can't be inside the mountain, can it? How would we be transported into the sky then? Unless the mountain itself collapses. There could be a special transportation mode at play. Well, what now then? You were so sure that well, we were down there, and we can't understand what Coco was trying to say either. Cool. Rah, Rollins, get digging. Any ideas, Rollins? I think I get it now. It's trying to tell us that following rigid logic won't get us anywhere. Wait, you made that up, didn't you? Well, regardless of what's below us, I say we go check it out. I mean, we're on an adventure, aren't we? You're definitely one of the more fun companions we've had in a while, Bona. Huh. You sure are excited, Rollins. Well, time to figure out how to get down there. Anyway, let's split up and investigate. Doesn't seem to be anything worth mentioning here. We wouldn't find anything even if we kept digging. That despicable demonic entity has been imprisoned within the statue, yet it refuses to sing, as I will it to. A wicked beast, in truth, I suppose, to enact defiance knows full well to be futile. Clearly humanity shall only be safe from the threat once we have imprisoned every last one of her kin, more wretched than she as they are. At present, the only problem that needs solving is that only their base, beastly blood can control these ancient machines. And yet they cannot be trusted, and I cannot expend all my energies controlling those mechanisms as the creature within the statue does. I must find a way to build a core of true Ulel that owes allegiance to humanity alone. Very good, I begin to understand it all. Since the only beast's filthy blood can operate these devices, the only reasonable choice is to enslave the draconic part of myself. That way, even should my human parts perish, my draconic components will remain imprisoned here. A slave eternal beneath human boots, ever submitting to their will and ideals, ever heeding to the souls of those who have the person once saved. All things that might oppose humanity must be detained. We cannot trust any power mightier than humanity, nor place our hope in their beneficence. No mighty being of such kind and gentle nature has ever existed to save for that person, one who would never commit appalling evils. I myself am no exception, and that is why we must outlaw all. Following segments have been smeared and cannot be read. Well, that sucks. Alright, now this looks promising. Looks like there's some kind of mechanism down there. How can we lift a stone this big, Rollins? Ugh, disgusting. What happened? Paimon, come take a look at this, pronto. Something's leaking. What is this? It looks gross. This is nascent abyssal blight. Looks like it's seeping down from above. I thought this place festooned with the... What? I thought a place festooned with the frescoes would be safer. Rawr. Huh? Uh-oh, I think something's gonna fall down. Watch out, everyone. Okay.
Incoming.
Well, that was a shocker. Thank goodness for our quick reactions. So, did you find anything? Well, we did find something that looks like a mechanism, but it's kind of a pain. Rawr. Oh, I don't know what you mean. But Rollins looks pretty clued in, so let's check it out anyway. This fell on me. Good job, Rollins. Indeed, we do have to go down. It's open! You're awesome, Rollins. We wouldn't have found a mechanism without you. Rawr! I knew you could do it, Rollins. But don't get your head of yourself. Plenty of challenges await us. Now that the entrance is open, there's no reason for us to give up halfway. I concur, Paimon. Cheep. What's wrong? Why don't you want to go in? Are you scared? We're halfway through our journey. There's no turning back now. Cool. Shouldn't force the issue, Bona. Really looks super scared. Could there be something super dangerous down there? I'm scared too. Now? Really? Come on. Put yourself together like Rollins, why don't you? If Coco is really afraid, maybe we should have it stay behind. But not alone. That wouldn't work. Guess there's no other way. I'll stay up here with Coco. You could have the pyrophosphorite. Whatever you find down there, you have to come back and find me, alright? We don't leave anyone behind. I believe in you. We'll wait for you here. Alright. Adventure in the Land of Mist. That was kind of short. Palace of the Vision Serpent. Someone's notes. If only I could have returned to the flames alongside them. No, one who has committed such crimes, a beast who has slain all near and dear, is unworthy of an ending warm and brilliant as his. Such revolting blasphemies must be executed. Blood spilled for blood for whom? Interesting. Oh, this looks like Coco's energy fragments before. Can we place them into the thing to dispel the nearby filth? Ooh! Oh, that's pretty neat. The exterior's been corroded by the abyss. Looks like it might fall off any time. Is this what Coco was pointing at? And if we don't know what's inside, either Paimon's pretty sure it's not the altar. Rigid logic won't get us anywhere. We have to do something about the abyss. Let's go, Rollins. Yeah, and that must be why Coco didn't want to come. We have to get rid of it. Anyway, let's get rid of all this filth first. Easy peasy. Photo op! Probably the thumbnail right there. Okay. I need to find a fragment somewhere to put in there. So we need one there to keep the door open. Which means we can take the other extra one here. This should be enough to keep the abyss in check. Let's put this here for now. Ah. I guess we have to find a key first. Oh, that looks promising. Oh, come on. Literally? Lame. Oh, that's the key we needed. Holy Sovereign's Notes 9. The Alliance shall never perish. I will not. I cannot let the nation be founded on the realm dreamt of perish from this world. So long as the city remains permanently sealed, the abyss cannot break through its walls. No matter how things become outside, here shall be the kindling of the human hope ever remain. Flesh and blood may be sloughed away, bone marrow may rot, and even the soul may plummet into a prison from which there is no return. But hope alone must never be forsaken. For this was the sole treasure that a person left for me. Alright. Who designed this place? Alright, we can turn this off now. And now that this has been turned off, I can go grab this one from this portal. Isn't puzzle solving easy? Alright, that's 4 out of, I guess, 6? Alright. Now I just gotta get in here. I guess we could just walk in there. Sovereign's Notes 8. The recording officer's reports indicate the abyssal corrosion remains within the controllable range. It is for our initial examination that showed no borrowed powers beyond humanity's ken were needed to crush the Alliance's foes. The casualties will inevitably decrease over time, so long as people gradually adapt. They may not yet comprehend why we do this, but they shall one day. One day they will know that this was the only path amidst the many we could have chosen that could lead them to the freedom from all external restraints. To survive by relying on the laws of the night is akin to the traveler in the winter setting, their clothes alight to keep warm. Interesting. Alright, we're done cleaning up the filth here. Well, so much for that. It's almost like the filth was holding it in place. Abyssal creatures. Careful. No, don't kill the core. I need that. Probably. Ah, these guys. Oh, hang on. A robot showed up and is helping? Nice. Glad that I'm actually not just blazing through everything with Arlecchino. It's kind of fun to see how much damage characters don't do anymore. Alright. Lastly, the three big guys. How long is this fight gonna take? Oh, the core is fighting back now.
Nowhere to hide.
Whew! It's finally over. Secret source automaton protecting it also calmed down. Now let's see what's inside. Ah. Paimon hopes it won't let her down, huh? It's another pyrophosphorite chunk. There's more than one? Paimon was right. We needed to collect 3 of them. Wait. The woven scrolls wrapped around it look familiar. They're just like the notes we found in the tower outside the ruin. Rar rar. It's pretty strange, don't you think so too, Rollins? It's written on them. Nameless adventurer's notes. Month unknown, day unknown, weather rainy. Unbelievable. I ended up being attacked by a dragon after all. But maybe I should be thanking it. After all, I wouldn't have stumbled upon this place without it. The core of Chu-Alel seems like it was once the heart of the entire city. I heard a member of the tribe speaking about it before. How in ancient times the Sacred Lord once transformed himself into the heart of the Dragon City. But I never expected it to be meaning so literal. Unlike those I've encountered elsewhere, the secret source automatons here seem to be able to understand speech. Did the Sacred Lord make them in order to protect himself? Anyway, at least I don't have to worry about monsters coming after me for now. I can't believe it actually worked. I used the pyrophosphorite on my body to awaken the dragon spirit slumbering within my heart of the machine. But is this little guy really a dragon spirit? It's so small and absolutely adorable. And it's green like a chunk of turquoise. So I think I'll call it Kokuik boy. It's the path to the altar of primal flame. I saw the signs left by Aunt Liriwu. Really is the same path that Blank walked. Still, there's only one chunk of pyrophosphorite left. I must make sure I don't use it up before I get to Tonatua. Wow, those notes were really left behind by the same adventurer. So this must be the core of Chu-Alel then. There's other possibilities. There's too many things here that make little sense. True, Coco did point us here. Did he know that there was a pyrophosphorite chunk and wanted us to have it? Paimon doesn't get it. Roo. Should head back first. Let's take this back to Bona. You're right, maybe Bona will know what's going on. And we did promise that we'd go back no matter what we found. Let's get out of here and quick. Oh, we got mail. Nameless adventurer's notes.
That's everything. On to the next.
Alright. Hey, you're finally back. What'd you find down there? Tell me about it. Actually, you tell Bona about everything that transpired below. You found another piece of pyrophosphorite. Wow. Here I thought the one I have was the only one in the world. Wait, could mine be a counterfeit? That might be why I might have not noticed anything special about it all these years. That can't be. The one we found down there looks ordinary too, other than the patterns on it. We also discovered that... Right, we found some strange notes left behind by an adventurer. You want to see them? Adventurer's notes? The ones who came to this cursed city are likely here for the Jade return anyway. So yeah, I don't think I need to. But there were mentions of the pyrophosphorite and the altar. Maybe. I know that's exactly why I don't want to look at the notes before I find the Jade. Eh? Why? Over the years, many adventurers have set off to find the Tonatiuh and the Jade. But they all failed, and no one has been able to prove the existence of the vessel in the sky. Most think it's just a dream, an illusion, a fantasy that people suffering due to the abyss find solace in. So their adventures were never recorded by storytellers, and their deeds were never lauded. If we cannot find the Tonatiuh and retrieve the Jade returned, then everything they did would have been in vain. The journey itself is significant. The experience is important. You really think so? It's rare to find adventurers who emphasize the journey in Natlan. Adventurers with no accomplishments do exist, but most adventurers need something to prove themselves, no? That's why we must succeed. For my old man, and for the adventurers who lost their lives while trying. As for the notes you found, regardless of its origin, they won't have any significance until we find the Tonatiuh. So if we do find the vessel and return safely, make sure you two tell everyone at the Adventurers Guild about what we've done, alright? Don't worry, Paimon has a knack for such things. Leave it to me. Rollins will take care of it. What are you trying to say? Paimon is good at exaggerating? Anyway, if we really do find the legendary ship, tell Catherine. Telling Catherine will be as good as telling all of Taylor. Anyway, if you haven't shown me the pyrophosphorite that you found yet, right then, show them the pyrophosphorite. Maybe Coco will remember something when she sees the stone. Coco, Kulu. Whoa, what's going on? The light, it stings. My eyes! Chikaji. Wow, Coco suddenly looks invigorated. Looks like firing the super awesome sauce laser shouldn't be a problem. Looks like the pyrophosphorites contain energy as well. Yeah, it's the same as what happened with those energy scraps from before. And Coco in turn uses the energy stored within to fight the abyss. Rawr, rawr. And look, it's happening. The mural looks a bit different now. Yeah, that is not the same mural. So this was covered up by the mural that we saw before. We've seen this in another previous mural. The dragon entrenches itself above the city. Isn't that the big black dragon on the mural? In the ruins where we got the first golden entreaty? But in this painting, it looks like the black dragon is the master of this place. Cheap cool? Coco, what is it? Do you know anything about this mural? Yee! Oh, because we gotta go up. Huh, the light's pointing towards the sky this time. Cool. Right, this is it. The altar of Primal Flame must be in that direction. The highest point of the ancient city. Are you sure? Paimon gets worried whenever you sound so confident about something. Just trust me once more, would you? I have a good feeling about this. Is that what we're relying on nowadays? Well, not that we have anything else to trust in, so let's get up there. Palace of the Vision Serpent. To the Sky Road. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Is that the altar? That's gonna be hard to reach. We can fly just fine. But what about Rollins and Bona? Did you forget that I'm an adventurer of the Flower Feather Clan? I have plenty of flight experience myself. I can get over there easy, even with Rollins in tow. I have a flying license too. That'll do. I'll lead the way, so just follow. Feels like it can get super dangerous and we can't know what might happen. Hold on tight, Rollins. Oh, she's literally flying. Oh, that's so cool. I've never seen a flying NPC before. We made it. How do we get down from here? Wow, Bona. That was super quick. We almost couldn't keep up back there. Sorry. I couldn't help myself after seeing the altar of Primal Flame just up ahead. So all we gotta do is use this altar and we can go to Tonatua, right? But even if the huge wind current were to lift us off the ground, who knows how long we'd have to fly before we get up there. Just thinking about it's getting Paimon all worried. How exciting. Right? Paimon's getting super excited too. No real adventurers would want to miss out on a challenge like this. Anyway, so we're going to offer the pyrophosphorite to the altar, right? But, got two of them on our hands, so let's put them both up and there just to be safe. Oh, something's happening. Oh, we're flying. We're really flying. We fly now. Wind's pretty nice, huh? Once we enter the cloud layer, things won't be nearly this relaxing, you know. Wait. Eek. We're basically doing the Fontaine swimming, but in the sky. This is kind of crazy. Paimon's all dizzy. She's finally getting a bit more used to it. Just like Bona said would happen. We lost Bona. Bona! Oh no, Paimon's realized it too. Fly to the Tonatua. Oh, we're getting ready for something epic. Once this cloud layer clears, it's going to be a beautiful sight. I can already imagine it. Oh, dang. What a sight. I think we got knocked off track. Whew, we're alive. Sure feels great to step on the ground again. But you float. The ground here doesn't look too solid either. Don't scare Paimon like that. If we do fall, she can pull both you and Rollins back up. Keep cool. Is that the Tonatua? Woo, we've done it. Arr. Looks more like a huge ball of yarn than a ship, though. Or snakes? What with all those tangled lines? But it looks safer, at least. So let's fly over there. Wait, where did Bona go? She did say she has a lot of flying experience, but Paimon's still kind of worried. As long as the wind direction was correct, we won't know if we just stay here either way. We have to get going. Maybe she's already waiting for us on board the ship. Let's go. I'm worried. Act 3, the Tonatua quivers. You know, our companions, the other side of the sky. I feel like I've seen that name somewhere before. Alright. What's this? It looks like a, pyrophosphorite, but it's all shiny, flamey and stuff. Sure, it looks more powerful than the one that Bona has. Could this be the pyrophosphorite's original form? Ouch, it's burning hot. Don't just touch whatever you find. It's on fire. Oh, hey, the pot's calling the kettle black. Alright. What is it, Rollins? Do you know something about this? Oh, Rollins. It's finally your time to shine, huh? Guess we'll let you handle the hot and sizzling treasures from now on. Yee-rar. Oh, hey, over here. Oh, good, you're alive. We don't exactly have a great track record of side companions living to the end, so I'm worried about you. Look, it's Bona. How'd she get there? Did she land? Anyway, let's get over there first. Ancient mechanisms of the Tonatua. Ooh, it's like hard light. Where did the little Tapetlosaurus who's with you go? Don't leave your companions behind, alright? Rollins, it's safe to walk across. Oh, I literally have to say let's go. There you are, Dan, Paimon, Rollins. Hey there, Bona. Paimon's glad to see you're okay. Rawr. Worried about me, Paimon? Don't worry. I'm the ace adventurer of the Flower Feather Clan. It'll take a lot more to bring down someone like me. It's good to see that you're well either way. How'd you end up here? Well, after I got separated from you guys in the clouds, I was blown onto a floating rock and passed out. I'm not sure how much time went by, but when I woke up, I found myself here. I'm still convinced that they're a ley line ghost. When I woke up, I searched everywhere, but had no luck finding you. So I thought... Anyway, looks like you guys are tougher than you seem, too. Well, Paimon was just about to ask how you got up here, actually. These are all isolated floating islands. So how'd you fly up here? So did you fly up to here or something? Let's talk about that later. Anyway, this is the Tonatua we've been looking for. Our adventure's been a great success. From the looks of this place, it doesn't seem to have treasures scattered everywhere, just like the legends say. Has someone else come and taken them all away? For my part, I bet on a so-called Tonatua treasures being made up by tribal storytellers. Huh? No way, so you're telling Paimon that we came up here for nothing? While the treasures might be fabricated, that doesn't mean that the jaded return we're looking for isn't here. We can't give up hope yet. Also, look at that thing over there. See how there's something inside? You found a pyrophosphorite inside the core of the Chulel just now, didn't you? Well, based on my experience as an adventurer, it stands to reason that the jaded return we seek is in there. In that case, let's figure out a way to get up there. Smash it open. Leave it to me. Hold on now. It's not as simple as you think. I've already tried. It's not something that can be smashed open with brute force. My adventuring experience suggests that there should be some sort of mechanism around here. Just like when we got the pyrophosphorite earlier. Speaking of mechanisms, this must be it right here. Looks exactly like the Artel or Primal flame we saw earlier. What a coincidence. Wait, this can't be a coincidence. This must be some sort of clue. It's a clue. We should try using the pyrophosphorite to, hang on. We don't have any left, do we? Rollins is carrying one right now. Oh yeah, we stumbled upon this on our way here. This must be it. Are you familiar with the principle of the adventurer's key? It states that the crucial item needed at the final stage on an adventurer is always acquired at the beginning. That sounds like nonsense. That's Scooby-Doo logic to me. Plus, this interval is kind of tight, don't you think? That said, these things sure do look like pyrophosphorite. Apart from the constant cracking and spitting flames, Paimon thinks they're exactly the same. Oh, you're right. I totally wouldn't have realized it if it weren't for you, Paimon. That, sounds like a you problem. But anyway, based on what you said, we just need to collect stones like that, right? Well, if we're looking for fire stones, there are 4 in total on this ship. For example, There should be one in the floating island across from us. Why do you know that? Oh wait, Bona, how do you know all this? It's almost like you've been here before. Really, it feels like there's more to this than an adventuring experience. How should I put it? I guess it's like an adventurer's premonition? I'm not sure why, but as soon as I saw this altar, I knew how to use it. I was also investigating this place before meeting you guys. Conducting a thorough preliminary investigation is a must for an ace adventurer, don't you think? I see, I guess you learn something new every day. Luckily, I always rely on brute force. Well, you're just one of a kind, you know. Speaking of which, how are we even going to get over there? Might be a little tricky even for you. Also, aren't you curious about how I got up here earlier? Now it's time to show out you my discovery. The platform rotates. Well, how about it? You can use the mechanism to freely travel between the floating islands. I'm counting on you to find them. Just holler over to me if you cross over to another floating island and I get you back here. Alright. We'll leave the job of holding the Firestones up to you, Rollins. Let's go! Alright, collect Firestones. I guess we go this way next? Alright, Rollins, you lead the way.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Yep, that's a Firestone. But how are you going to get out of there? Well, Rollins found a way in, but how are we supposed to get in there too? They literally put a button so we could just look back in there.
You give, you receive.
That's a lot of effort. Note someone left behind. 4. You must believe, brethren, the great Pyro Archon Xabalanca's light guides us, and our victory is inevitable. Listen not to the chaotic rumors spread by the tale-tellers in the wilderness, and heed neither the words of the false gods nor the rebellion of the golden-eyed. The only one we should worship is him, for he is the one true king of humanity. No, the true one human god. The true god shall never die. Glory eternal. Ooh, we're getting some big lore here. Who's the human god? Alright, Rollins. That's 2 out of 4. The flowing primal flame. Not bad, that's half of them. Let's keep it up. Anyway, I'll be counting on you to find those Firestones. Just holler if you need anything. That looks promising. Flowing primal flame. Retrieve it. Alright, retrieve another Firestone. Hey! I need that. No, I want to go up, not down. Alright, this looks promising. Someone... Know this, brethren, not once has the sage ever cared about humanity's survival. For the sake of the path of evolution, the sage will even be willing to sacrifice the future of his own kind. Heaven cares not about the wills of those who dwell in this world. We are viewed as pillars that bear up the earth, necessary to struggle against personal foes. And so we may rely on neither the wisdom of dragons nor the lord of the night's might, nor may we prey upon the god of other than one and only Pyro Archon. The only road left to us is the path of Xbalanque. Phlogistic inscriptions that could not be seen previously emerge. Mine foolish air, O you who assert such narrow opinions of species. Evolution is a mingled thing, not pure and unattained as you have imagined. That is precisely why evolution opposes eternity. Okay, that raises the whole platform up higher. Flowing Primal Fame. Alright, check the... Alrighto, check this out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Don't blink.
Propagate! Spring forth!
Alright. Alright, Rollins. Scary guy's gone.
You give, you receive.
Flowing Primal Flame. Again! Other side of the sky. Begin offering. That is something. Hey! That's the golden entreaty thing we're looking for. Woohoo, we did it, huh? This is still rather familiar iridescent inscription. Is this the famous Jade of Return, then? Wait a second. Isn't this the golden entreaty? It's the same as the one we got at the stone tablet back then. Roar. Wow. That really is the case. You're only realizing this now? Really? Why didn't you just tell Paimon if you already knew? Wait a second. How did you even know? Wait, is this an adventurer's experience thing again? Come to think of it, a treasure that can suppress the filth of the abyss and a token that can remove curses from and disasters do sound somewhat similar. But can this thing really suppress the abyss in Ochkanatlan? Paimon's never heard of anyone from the Saurian Relics Association mention it before. Huh. And since the Jade of Return is just a golden entreaty, could that be why the evil dragon has been targeting us? Ah, so it wasn't because it was eyeing the blazed meat stew Paimon had this morning. Looks like the clues are falling into place. But Bona probably doesn't know about the golden entreaty yet. Hey, Bona. Something's not right. I'm sure I've been here before. The Tonatua, the Jade of Return. Yes, we must destroy it. Cannot fall into the hands of that person. Are you okay, Bona? Bona? No. Bona should be long gone. Why am I still here? I see. So that's what... Careful, Dan. Don't come any closer. This is a trap. Huh? Here comes the dragon. It just... What? Hey, Coco, wait. Alright, fine, after it. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Just gotta keep Coco close to it. Just keep chipping away at it, I guess. Don't even think about running away like that. Cheap, cheap. Okay. This thing is not taking like any real damage. Now what? Hey, evil dragon, you can run but you can't hide. Coco, you're not shooting anymore. I don't have really control over it anymore. I think we're like in a cinematic cutscene. Oh, it's dying from crashing into shit. About to switch flying mode. Okay, we're back into manual control. Okay, we're getting to fully explore the areas that I didn't go to earlier now. At least it told me that it was about to switch control modes. Oh, that's not good. It's just now trying to fight back? Jesus. It's got turrets. We've got turrets. Oh, it's going right back to its lair. Oh, nope. We're not going back to the lair. We're now back into this cinematic mode again. What's wrong, Coco? Super awesome sauce laser. Holy crap. Man, that super awesome sauce laser is amazing. Track down the evil dragon. Into the volcano, I guess. Down, down, down. Holy crap, we're still going down. This is like going from the skybox to the ground. Or going from the skybox to the base of the chasm. Game is struggling to render. That's how far down we are. And we still have to meet up with Bona after this. If she's a real person. Track the evil dragon down. Okay. I just wanted to get a map icon indication. Are we here? Is this it? That looks promising. Nursery of Nightmares. Oh, that's what the gold text told us to look for a while ago. Finally, we've got you this time. Alright, evil dragon. You've pushed your luck twice already, but the third time's not the charm. Now give us back our stuff. And don't even think about stalling for time. Chi-Kuchi. That's right. What was that, Coco? Travelers from afar, thank you for bringing me here. Oh, so you are the one who's talking to us in the golden text. O lost king, the cruel night is about to pass, and the chosen of dragons will bring forth the dawn. Now arise, awaken from your nightmare. Kokonik, is that you speaking? Huh, Coco's been making these funny noises, but Paimon can't make out what they're saying. Dan, did you hear something? My name is Ochkan, once ruler of Natlan, whose mind is linked to the city. When Ochkanatlan's end came, I swallowed the bitter fruit of deadly poison. The poison devoured by something. My end is near. I have finally found the chance to save my soul. What are you going to do? Huh, Coco's been making these funny noises. The poison. I shall purge it all, and then you will... Interesting. Defeat the evil trend. Ochkan. This is the one. My old soul. Ah, it hurts.
Don't blink. Hey! Go, go, Baron Buddy! Hey!
Alright. When did you secretly learn the super awesome sauce laser?
Let the show
As long as we have Barbara, we will never lose. We will just
Propagate!
take forever, but we're gonna win.
Incoming.
Just keep hitting him. We're like halfway done.
I'll protect us. Incoming.
Almost there. Maybe like one more cycle.
Don't blink. Hey! Nowhere to hide.
Gotcha. Gotcha with the Hyper Bloom. Finally, after all these years, I have awakened. Huh? Who are you? How did you gain the ability to speak? What a long journey it has been, Dan, Paimon. It is a pleasure to meet you. Ah, so you still recognize us. Great. So who are you now, then? Can Paimon still call you Kokonik? You're Ochkan, then. Huh, do you mean the Python King? The same one who used to rule all of Ochkanatlan? Didn't Kokonik turn into that? And it still recognizes us? Wait, doesn't that mean that Kokonik's true? Coco, yes. That is what that girl called me. The one who woke me from the core of Chu'ulel. But I could not save her. Hundreds of years have passed since then. And at last, I finally found my old body. Wait, you mean that Bona awakened you hundreds of years ago? I knew it. I knew it. She's a leyline ghost. That can't be. We just came on an adventure here with her. She couldn't have been alive for so long, could she? Truly, I could be mistaken. My present memories are as numerous as they are a mess. And I fear I remember things from before far better than my adventures as Kokonik. Can we still count on you as a comrade, then? Certainly, that is, if you are willing to accept me. I once split my mind off to protect the people of Ochkanatlan. I never expected my spirit and body to be both swallowed up by the abyss. To be used by that person to commit such an awful litany of crimes. Though my sins cannot be washed away like this abyssal filth can. This nightmare has finally come to an end, thanks to you. Who is this person you're mentioning? Bona mentioned that earlier while we were on the Tonatua too. Is there someone pulling the strings behind the scenes whom we don't know about? Huh. Since you are here, you must have already met that person. You do possess this golden entreaty, after all. That's right. In fact, we only got here because that wicked dragon stole our golden entreaty. Hang on. Guess I shouldn't call it wicked from now on, huh? I doubt it cares what you call it. Well, with it, wicked dragon, why'd you steal our token? That golden entreaty is very important. Sure is, based on what Manku told us before, it can help us cure Rollins. But Bona said that it holds the key to quelling the abyss. The child is right. It can indeed tame the filth of the abyss for all of Natlan, but not in the way that you imagine, which is why I had to hide it on that ship. Huh, what do you mean? That sounds kind of dangerous. Definitely not the sort of thing that you use willy-nilly. What should we do next then? And another thing. Your companion there, the little Tapetlosaurus. You mean Rollins? Yes, Rollins. Is most similar to me. What do you mean? You look very different. Our bloodlines both contain the Flame Lord's blessing. So I believe that your friend will make the right choice. A golden entreaty is a dangerous and important, in equal measure. So you must go with it to the sacred mountain, and then with it what? And then, I cannot quite remember what comes next. Despite having all these memories and many things I wish to say, nothing comes hither to my lips. Is this because I've been plagued by nightmares for so long? No, that person must be stirring the pot again. That tends to happen once you get older. Once you get older. Fine. Anyway, from what Paimon understands, you mean that we need to take these 2 tokens over to that volcano, right? Looks like we've gotten Rollins to the volcano if we ever want to get to the bottom of all this. My apologies, you've helped me so much, but I couldn't answer your question. That said, there is perhaps one way we could try to get your answer. Please step into my memories. Is that your plan? What is this, a Harry Potter pensive? I may have been lost within dreams, but everything that has ever happened in this city has been recorded by my 2 tainted eyes. Since you could sense Kokonik's power, you should be able to sense my memories too. Consider this my way of repaying your kindness. Thank you. Alright, lore bomb, lore dump. Let's go. Oh, I can move the camera. Oh, I can walk. I'm Bona, aren't I? I can't jump. Oh, I was kitsching for a minute there. I don't think that was meant to happen. Wow, it looks exactly the same. Okay. Kopan. I never thought we'd actually make it this far. This must be the altar of primal flame we're looking for. We can get to the Tonatua through here. Huh. I always figured this ragtag bunch of adventurers we put together would be wiped out before we even reached the top of the next hill. Wait. No, it couldn't be. That couldn't possibly be the same Titu that we talked to earlier in the quest line. We all owe that to our hero, #1 adventurer in the Flower Feather clan, eh? If he hadn't found the blueprints for Ochkanatlan, we probably would still be wandering lost through some sewer. Heh, let's not bring that up again. How was I to know that this cursed place could foil every single positioning skill I ever learned? By the way, where's our young mystic Liriwu gone off to? I didn't see her when I got up this morning. She might have only joined up with us along the way. She's come this far, and she's become part of the gang. We can't just leave her in the lurch. So the Liriwu we've been reading out is going to turn out to be Bona, right? You don't have to worry about that at all. That kid's just hiding, you know, being scared and all. Last night I happened to spy her sneaking out. I thought, well, we've no idea what could happen next, so it might just be safer to let her hide for the time being. I mean, compared to us fellas, she's just a kid with a heart with hardly any experience adventuring. So I found a safe tower in which to set her down. I'm thinking that we should go find her once everything's finished. Of course, that is, if we make it back in one piece. True. I mean, that device was built by a tyrant who plunged the whole nation into the abyss for his selfish desires. Who knows what further traps await us? Plus, that evil dragon's probably lurking in the shadows somewhere, waiting for just the right moment to ambush us. Gotta stay on guard no matter what. But still, this is all pretty exciting. If the legends about the Jade of Return are true, we can use it to quell the infernal abyss, and then the world can finally take a well-earned rest. 10 years back, when the disaster came to Teyvat, even the Pyro Archon sacrificed her life for the cause. It would mean so much if we could obtain something that can rid us of the abyss once and for all. I'm not sure we should hold on to too much hope here. If Python King Ochkan had something so powerful, how could the city have fallen into this state? Oh, looks like our hero's back. Now, placing the Pyrophos right here will summon the guiding spirit to help us navigate. You know what? Once this adventure's all over, let's head back to the Flower Feather Clan and see how the newborn baby girl of yours is doing. We'll paint the town. Her name is Bona, right? Huh, sounds like a mighty cute kid. Who knows? She might just grow into an even better adventurer than you. And yet to defeat the threat the evil once for all was not naive fantasy, for everything comes at a price. The ones to blame are not those who harbor hope, but those who choose to take advantage of others. Okay, so Bona is definitely like a leyline ghost or something. Somewhat strange noise. You must still wear that laughable mask when you meet with me, Ochkan. The time for you to make a choice has come. You have witnessed for yourself the hatred shown towards you by those you consider your people, your brethren. In their eyes, you are no different from any of the evil dragons who ruled over Natlan. Even now, they cry out for a new Pyro Archon to slay you. They simply have yet to understand. Is that so? If you were to ask me, you are the one whose comprehension fails. Your attempt to create a kingdom for humans alone is but wishful thinking. Whether it be Yohal Chikuin or the Vishap kindreds, all have been written into the Accords and strictly and inextricably into the fabric of this land. You should have accepted the world you live in long ago. Moreover, the blood of the Flame Lord runs through your veins. You have betrayed Jabalanque's oath to me, and tried to annihilate my people, but instead you have opened the door to malevolent forces. How ironic that the human king who yearned to destroy dragonkind is in truth the last dragon heir to the blood of ancient dragons in this, the land of primal flame. Is it hate that drives you, or fear? Will you not admit it, then, my beloved son? Without the Flame Lord's blessing, how could you have infiltrated the core of Chutanel and stolen the secrets of the dragons? All these years you have lied to others, and yourself as well. Truly disappointing. I thought you would be the one to slay the Pyro Dragon, ascending to the throne of all Natlan, and creating a new epoch for all dragonkind. And of course, for all humanity. Humans have no place in the world you envisioned. A matter of interpretation, I say. Obsession with the individual is a human weakness. Just like the fruit of your foolish hysteria, a sign of incomplete evolution. The borders of the world collapse. It begins here, and shall soon spread throughout all Natlan, until Teyvat is wholly plunged into darkness. You have failed, and humanity also. The only way forward is to honor Jabalanque's pact with me, place our golden entreaties together, and activate the Huxaklopti. Your people, those humans, might not survive the cataclysm, but after the scouring of civilization will blossom that surpass both that of dragons and humans. The golden entreaty is no longer here. What? Did you leave it behind in your toy ship? Ah, truly you do burn your bridges. Do you mean to doom the rest of the world too with these reckless fantasies of yours? Give up, foolish dragon. I will not betray the brave humans who are still fighting on. A world without humans is a world without meaning. You truly foolish creature. Is that all you have done, born out of some deluded hope? Yes, so long as there's life, there is hope. Be that as it may, it is not but a lingering on in agony. This is precisely what I did not understand about humans. Hope saw you defeat the dragons, and equally it saw you plunge yourselves into a never-ending war. It seems you are human through and through. Fair enough, then. This might be the last time we meet. I cannot predict what fate awaits you, but as part of my experiment, it will return to collect your soul. Suit yourself. There are sins I must atone for. To save my people, I sealed my mind into the core of Chu'ulel, and fought alongside them within this city. Yet I never thought that my body and soul would turn against me, that I would come to harm even more people. Alright. And how does Bona fit into all this? Is she a leyline ghost or something? Ah, so that's the truth. Then looks like my suspicions weren't far off. Because we're playing as Ochkan right now, the little spirit thing. So not only is this not the secret abyss fart taming treasure, but based on the inscriptions carved into it, it's hazardous and should not be touched. As the world was plunged in disaster triggered by a subterranean kingdom to amidst chaos, was this legend forged. The Tonatua laden with treasure, a jaded return that can cleanse filth. It's all a bunch of bunk. All those adventurers who laid down their lives for this, even my old man. Cheap, cheap! Trying to make me feel better? It's okay, Coco, I getcha. Even if the legend of some sacred chalice turns out to be false, just setting out on that quest for you makes you a hero. And what's more, it seems like we really do have ourselves a monster here. The one behind this, whoever you are, I don't know why you lured all of us here. But whatever you're on about, it ends here. I might not be one of those adventurers whose names shall be etched into the annals of history, but I, Bona, will put an end to the dark passage of history, with Kokonik at my side. In the end, the girl wasn't able to stop everything, nor was I able to save her. But awakened by her hand, I became a seed, and then many cycles later, I met you. Ooh! Who's this? Dragon Sage. The nightmares retell a past of blindness and folly. The scorched earth presages future, bliss, and rebirth. Chosen of dragons, you have arrived at last. I have been expecting you for some time. Who are you? It matters not. What matters is that none may now interrupt our conversation. What do you think? Gorgeous art, no? Tell me, what do you see in this mural? Wow, humans evolved from dragons? Huh, this painting depicts the stages of evolution, evolving out of the primordial and elemental creatures into the dragons, then into humans, after a few more steps until one walks upon the stairway to heaven itself. A puerile notion. This child thought that the true history of dragons in Tevat could be wiped clean with such self-deluded fantasies. Evolution has always been a concept that belongs to dragons, and dragons alone. To attain a stronger body, to gain ever mightier power, we dragons have had to constantly adapt and transform ourselves based on our environment. This is how we survive. However, the humans are exactly the opposite. Most of them can barely control elemental forces. The Descender tossed them into Teyvat, giving them the power to change environments to suit themselves. Yet these same weak humans are the ones who ultimately took over Natlan, and the rest of the world. While we once mighty dragons, creators of high civilization, have now been relegated to the wild beasts and livestock. Do you know why that is? Because they have the Archons backing them? Because the Pyro Dragon is too weak? Huh. Compared to the Sky War I once fought in, these earthly usurpers are nothing. Besides, there are enough of us remaining even today to match them and their forces. Instead, this is what I believe. That we dragons are too powerful. We are a race imprisoned by force. The weak worship the strong. Sons follow their fathers. Peons serve their sovereigns. Races that by nature pursue power are bound by the very power that all too clearly orders their societies. After the Pyro Dragon after the Pyro Dragon's faked death, all that the descendants of the ancients knew was to kowtow before the throne, watching our civilization deteriorate by the day, marching inexorably towards decline. Our race had reached a dead end, but I found new hope for myself within humanity. Curiosity about the unknown, compassion for fellow humans, and the subsequent courage to take on something far more powerful than oneself. Despite being mere tribes in vassalage to the dragons and living in precarious circumstances, I knew that one day they would build a mighty civilization of their own. Humans are really something. Indeed, I liked humans, but if I wished to understand them, then observation alone was insufficient. I had to go live amongst them, and through them I hoped to save my race. And so I nurtured my beloved son, a dragon mixed with human soul, who was raised amongst human tribes. He would slay the decrepit old Pyro Dragon and ascend to become the new dragon sovereign. But I did not count on that man, Xbalanque. And more unexpected still was the betrayal of my own progeny. Human courage leads them to chase illusory hope, and also brings forth terrifying uncertainty, just like the Jade of Return. So the Jade, what is it? Well, if I must, I'd say it's like a beast trap for capturing lions of Natlan. Lions, what do you mean by that? Well, the noblest of beasts, of course, but that doesn't matter. The noblest of beasts, lions. He's talking about the gods, the kings, the celestials. There are no lions in Natlan, and no Jade of Return. Humans always love chasing after things that don't exist, so I created this legend for them. To test these legends, I donned masks and traversed the world in different guises. This isn't the first time that we've met, in fact. Of course, I have my foolish, greedy child to thank for this, who devoured enough souls for me to fashion these masks. Don't you find it all fascinating? More like horrendous. Really? I am of the persuasion that experiments are a must. Ochkan's betrayal taught me that I still have much to learn when it comes to humans, after all. But I fear that this grace has run thin, and darkness will soon engulf this land. Ochkan bet once and won, but shall we dragons continue betting with humans like this? Be it humans or Yahulachun, the world will fall into peril again, and again because of their inability to resist a dark foe. So is he saying that he was Titu? So he's been wearing masks and helping us on our journey a few times. So he was the one disguised as possibly Bona and possibly Titu from, like, the other quest line. Or who knows how many other people from the world quests. Chosen of dragons, hope resides within you. This is not the end. Take the token of oath, and go unto the sacred mountain. We shall meet again when all is done. When that time comes, you shall be the one to decide matters, Rollins. This is not the end for you. Take that which is my part, and set off on your journey. I believe you shall find the answer you seek at the end of your journey. Oh my god. I can't wait for 5.3 now. And I don't have to wait long. It's coming like by the end of the week, right? Back to reality. Ochkan. And you returned from that memory. So why is Ochkan not moving? It's very tired. It's gonna need a long, good rest. The big sleep indeed. Yeah, you do get tired easily when you grow old. Well, at least it can have a good rest now. Right? Yeah. What did you see in the memory just now, Dan? You recount what you witnessed with Ochkan's mind to Paimon in the simplest way you can. Huh? You saw Rollins and there was some weird guy with him on the Tonatua? Uh-oh. That might not be a memory, but something happening right now. Rollins might be in danger. You claimed he just had a bunch of weird things, but Paimon is still somewhat worried. Let's hurry back to the Tonatua and check things out. But before that... Oh yeah, the Golden Entreaty. Based on what Ochkan said, it's an incredible uses, but it's also very dangerous and shouldn't be used lightly. We're gonna have to tell Bona that. But then we can't give it to her either, can we? We'll have to take it to the volcano with Rollins, though we don't know what to do with it once we get there. Also about Bona. Oh yeah, you saw her in the memory as well. Guess Ochkan's right, she really is from hundreds of years ago then. But how did she live for so long? It's like she's adventuring for us for the first time. It doesn't feel like she's trying to deceive us either. Could it be that she's actually... Let's head back to the Tonatua first. We can talk about this then. Alright, we managed to find the Tonatua. So Bona and her father's adventures won't be considered crazy, groundless stories any longer. Plus, we also got this jaded return. Whatever it may be, Paimon's sure it's important somehow. So all in all, this adventure has been pretty meaningful. Rawr. Hey, don't try to take on Rollins' role just because he's not around. Once the Python King, the Sacred Lord, and the Fell Dragon. Fully dragon and fully human, he now slumbers here in silence until the end of time. Moment of awakening. Return to the Tonatua. Alright. You alright, Rollins? Rawr. What a relief, Dan. It was a bit tricky to explain, but essentially he saw you and a strange person together in a dream. Did you run into any such strange people on board the Tonatua? Rawr, rawr. Eh? So did you or didn't you? Rawr. Paimon has no idea what you're trying to say. Well, you're okay, and that's all that matters. Yeah, that's true. What about Bona, though? Where did she go? Did you guys become separated? Or is Bona really... Perhaps Bona is merely a character from a story. You're right, ordinary people can't live for hundreds of years. We've completed an unfinished adventure, for sure. No, I want to know what happened to Bona. Yeah, and we also promised to spread the word about this adventure once everyone knows that we couldn't find the Tonatua. Bona will become a famous adventurer too, right? Then it's time to go to the volcano and find that person. And then... That said, could the guy have been the Sage of Stolen Flame? All the messages we encountered along the way were left by him. Paimon's getting more curious by the minute. He also said that he takes on different guises, so even if we have ran into him, we might not have recognized him. Rawr. You're curious as well, huh, Rollins? Now that we've gotten all the tokens, let's head to the volcano with Rollins to get to the bottom of this. Help lift Rollins' curse. Sorry, Bona. We're taking the Golden Treaty with us for now. We'll tell you the whole story once we figured it all out. Chosen One's promise. Complete Lost Traveler in an Ashen Realm. Well, I guess all that's left to do is to check our little thingy. Ah, here it is. Oh, we did get a Nameless Adventurer's Notes. With the Ashen City and Burning Heart for company, you ascend step by step, witnessing the history with your own eyes. So we still got 3 more of these things to do, which I'm sure will all get done in 5.3. One of which will probably be the ending of the Masters of the Nightwind quest line. One of them will probably be related to the World Quest, and then the last one will probably be whatever happens to Mavwika in 5.3. Which will probably be her character quest. Anyway, I didn't think we'd actually get all of this done in one stream, much less in less than 3 hours. Editor me has probably chopped this down, so you guys don't have to deal with as much of an issue. But for the most part, I really enjoyed this. It was actually a lot more cinematic than I expected from a world quest. Oh no. Goggles left behind by someone. These appear to be a pair of goggles that were here a long time ago. They once belonged to an adventurer who challenged a mighty and unknown foe. The trap that once waylaid the people, planted by the sage whom laid down her life to defy, has now been destroyed. These goggles are the sole remaining testament to her existence. Beneath the goggles, a stack of woven scrolls lie half buried in the sand. The handwriting upon them is identical to that of the notes you discovered within Ochkanatlan. Nameless Adventurer's Notes. Month unknown, day unknown, weather, can't tell from where I am now. It's completely different from what I imagined. I didn't expect the Tonatiuh to be such a desolate place. I can almost see that the Python King must have felt in those final moments. Still, there's pyrophosphorite everywhere. Does that mean that this is the origin of all pyrophosphorite that adventurers get? But who could take it from here and give it to them? So that's it. It's only thanks to Coco that I now understand the true nature of the Jade of Return. The machine that could save Natlan, but not us. So many heroes have been sacrificed for this. So why draw us here? I get it. You can't touch it, can you? That's why you need our hands. You need Coco's. But even if the fake Sacred Grail, it doesn't matter if it's or Aunt Liriwu. Anyone who embarks on the journey is a true hero. This is the last fragment of pyrophosphite left in the land. Was it your plan for me to bring it here? I guess that's fine. Though since this is the way, nobody else will be tricked by you. I won't let you get it, because we're going to stop your plan right here. Heroes Homecoming. We got another Adventurer's Notes. Man, I was hoping we'd have a companion live to the end of one of these again. I just had to go and explore. Make myself feel sad. At the very end of the story, you changed her ending. I wanted to check on something before I continued any further. So, Titu, huh? What were you doing in Ochkanatlan? Ah, it's you, mighty Dan. How's it going? Been on any more adventures? If you've heard any amazing stories, I'm all ears. Tell you what, I've got a brother at the Saurian Relics Association. Name's Monku. And man, if I told him what I saw at the Shadow Pins. You know what? Monku might also be the Dragon Sage. You go green with envy, it might kill him. Gonna wait till I get back from my post to break it to him, though. See you, guard your post. I saw you in Ochkanatlan. What, me? You must be joking. I've never been there. That's for sure. I, in quotes, am simply a storyteller from the Children of Echoes. Titu is just a name. Anyone could be called Titu. Perhaps the one you saw was someone using that name. And that makes me another one who's using it, of course. Very suspicious. Oh, it's you, the young lad with a bright future ahead of him. What's up? Judy got you tired for a soak in the hot spring? I haven't learned to use phlogiston yet, but my back's no longer killing me as much as before. Okay, you probably actually a real person. Interesting. Thank you, everybody who came. We're gonna wrap up here. This has been a sad and depressing venture into another World Quest series. Tune in next time on Twitch TV/Cheat Streams for something more positive, where we decorate my room in a train car. And maybe play some cards. I'll say once again, let me know if you want to see me play another game like Balatro, because I do love those card games. I do plan on doing some more playthroughs of Lost Branch of Legend. I believe we're getting close to the release of Koishi as a playable character, so that's going to be fun when that comes out. Who knows? By the time you're watching this, it might already be out. And by the time you're watching this on YouTube, 5.3 for Genshin Impact will long since have already been out. Because I probably won't have this uploaded for another couple of days. We're recording this on the 30th of December, and by the time, at earliest, I can expect to have this uploaded, will likely be this Thursday, which will be after, I believe, 5.3 comes out. Happy New Year for everyone who has enjoyed it. It's probably 2025 now. I'm looking forward to another year of Genshin, another year of Star Rail, another year of me experimenting with other games on Twitch, and continuing and bring back old series. While I got you here, here's a list of the games that I'm considering playing and picking up for the new year. One of my favorite games of all time has recently been re-released on PC. It's Tales of Grace's F, Legacies and Legends. Maybe we'll be playing through that again. I said maybe we'll do Tales of Arise on the channel at some point, because I had some interest in that game, because I love the Tales series, and I would love to do a Tales series playthrough on this channel at some point. If there's interest in that, or another game you'd like to recommend to me, feel free to let me know. So until next time, stay safe everybody. Bye-bye.